The New England Patriots have been making waves in the offseason, with a series of moves that have left fans eagerly anticipating what's next. As the NFL's free agency period continues to unfold, the focus for the Patriots has largely been on strengthening the defensive side of the ball. With numerous changes already made to the roster, there's still a lot of unanswered questions, especially when it comes to whether the defense can rise to the level expected of a championship contending team. In this segment, we'll dive into the pressing questions fans have been asking and break down the moves the team has made so far. The most burning question on the minds of Patriots fans right now is whether their defense can rank among the top 10 in the league this season. The answer, as straightforward as it may sound, is simple. They must be there. The team has made an average of about 9 to 10 defensive acquisitions per week, which demonstrates just how serious they are about improving in that area. The Patriots have been actively bolstering their defense with key additions, especially focusing on strengthening the secondary and bolstering their run defense. The ultimate goal is to reestablish themselves as one of the top defenses in the NFL and, ideally, secure a place among the top 5, if not the top 10. The time for just good enough has long passed, and now it's all about delivering at the highest level. While the defense has been the focus of many of their moves, the offense remains a key point of concern, especially regarding the weapons available for their quarterback. Fans have been wondering if the Patriots are planning to bring in a new offensive weapon that can truly make a difference. There are a number of possible routes the team could take here, including trading for a wide receiver, picking up a free agent, or addressing the issue through the draft. Given the limited number of elite wide receivers on the market and the fact that several are still unsigned, it's clear that the team might need to make a move sooner rather than later. The priority should be making a trade for a top receiver, and it's likely that the Patriots are actively pursuing this option. However, the longer the team waits, the more it risks missing out on potential targets, especially with some players still without contracts. At the same time, there's a growing consensus that the Patriots need to address their offensive line. Specifically, the left side of the line needs attention. While some moves have been made, it is still crucial that the team solidifies the left tackle and left guard positions. The team is aware of the importance of having a strong offensive line, not just to protect their quarterback, but to give their offensive playmakers the time and space they need to operate effectively. If the team isn't able to secure a solid left tackle and guard before the draft, this issue will become even more pressing as they move forward with their offseason plans. Another interesting question that's been circulating is whether the Patriots will follow the lead of other teams who have made major moves to improve their offensive line. One strategy that has worked well for some teams in the past is to bring in a key player at offensive line and then use their draft picks to acquire promising talent. There's been speculation that the Patriots could follow this same route and bring in a standout lineman through free agency or trade, and then use their draft picks to secure another talent to help solidify the offense. A player with the right mix of talent and potential could make all the difference. And if the Patriots don't land one of the top offensive linemen available, they could very well use their draft selections to shore up that side of the ball. While the focus has largely been on the defense and offensive line, there is still the question of how the Patriots will approach the draft itself. In recent years, the team has been known for its ability to find talent in the draft, and it's no surprise that fans are wondering where the team will prioritize its selections. Will the Patriots focus on strengthening the offense, or will they double down on their defense, looking for the next great playmaker? Given the recent moves, it seems like the team has already addressed many of their defensive needs in free agency. This leaves the draft as an opportunity to bolster the offensive side of the ball, particularly with a wide receiver, something that could make a huge difference for their quarterback. If the team is serious about making a playoff run, adding a top-tier receiver could be the difference between competing for a championship or falling short. At the same time, there's a strong case to be made for continuing to build the defense, especially if a key player becomes available who could elevate the unit to the next level. But given the current state of the roster, it might be time to focus on the offense. The Patriots have addressed many of their defensive needs, and with a talented crop of wide receivers available in the draft, this could be their best shot at adding a game-changing weapon for their quarterback. With the current state of the roster and the pieces they've already added, there's a sense of optimism that the offense can be just as competitive as the defense this coming season. As the Patriots continue to evaluate their options, there's also the question of whether they should pursue certain players who could be a fit for the team. One name that has come up recently in trade rumors is George Pickens, and there's been talk about a potential swap involving quarterback Joe Milton. While this idea is still in its early stages, it's clear that the team is exploring all avenues in an effort to improve both the offense and defense. If the Patriots can land a player like Pickens, it could go a long way toward improving their receiving core and giving their quarterback the weapons he needs to succeed. Of course, it's not all about the offense. The team is still weighing their options on the defensive side of the ball, and there's a strong possibility that they could make another big move to solidify their defense even further. The Patriots are also in a tricky position when it comes to drafting and trading players. With several teams ahead of them in the draft order, the team will have to make some tough decisions about who to pick and when to make those moves. There's talk that if Travis Hunter is available at the 4th overall pick, the Patriots might not pass on him, even if other players like Will Campbell are still on the board. Hunter has shown incredible potential, and it's clear that he could be a key contributor for the team moving forward. The debate on whether to prioritize offense or defense in the draft is one that's likely to continue until the team makes its pick. On one hand, the defense has been the focus of many of the team's offseason moves, but the offense still needs help, particularly at wide receiver. With a talented group of receivers available in the draft, it's hard to ignore the potential impact a player could have on the Patriots' offense. But at the same time, the team needs to keep building its defense, and if a top defensive player is available, it could be tempting to make that selection. Ultimately, the Patriots will have to weigh their options carefully and choose the path that will give them the best chance to succeed in the 2025 season. The free agent market is also something to keep an eye on, with several notable players potentially available. As the Patriots continue to evaluate their options, there's hope that they'll be able to make a move that strengthens the roster in a meaningful way. Whether it's through a trade, a free agent acquisition, or a well-timed draft pick, the team is clearly committed to improving its roster and getting back to the top of the AFC. Fans are eager to see what happens next, and the next few weeks should provide some clarity on the direction the team's headed. As the Patriots continue to focus on bolstering their roster, the strategic decisions they make in the coming weeks will be crucial in shaping the team's future. One of the most significant aspects of the team's off-season plans revolves around their quarterback situation and whether they can find the right weapons to support their signal caller. This has led to a lot of speculation about potential trades and acquisitions, especially at the wide receiver position. The Patriots are no strangers to making bold moves, and their next decision could have a lasting impact on their offense. In recent seasons, the Patriots have struggled to find consistency at the wide receiver position, which has put extra pressure on their quarterback. The lack of a true number one wide receiver has often been pointed to as a primary reason for the team's offensive struggles. If the team is serious about competing at the highest level, it's clear that adding a dynamic playmaker at wide receiver is a necessity. With the draft just around the corner, the Patriots have the opportunity to address this need and select a player who could immediately contribute to the offense. However, given the current state of the roster, it's also possible that the team could look to make a trade to acquire an established receiver who can step in and make an immediate impact. At the same time, the Patriots are also closely monitoring the quarterback market, particularly as some players are still weighing their options for the future. One such player is Joe Milton, and there has been talk of the Patriots exploring a trade involving the young quarterback. While this idea is still in its infancy, it's clear that the team is looking for opportunities to improve their quarterback room. The Patriots have already made it known that they are seeking a third-round pick in exchange for Milton, and it's likely that the team will continue to explore this trade option in the coming weeks. The future of Joe Milton is uncertain, but the Patriots are committed to ensuring that any potential trade benefits both their team and his development. They want to make sure that if Milton is traded, he lands in a situation where he has the opportunity to grow and succeed, rather than being buried on the depth chart as a backup quarterback. In the midst of these discussions, the team is also evaluating the potential of making a big splash in the draft, especially when it comes to selecting a player like Travis Hunter. Hunter has become a hot commodity, with many teams expressing interest in his unique talents. The Patriots are among those teams that are keeping a close eye on him, and there is a strong possibility that they could select him with the 4th overall pick if he's still available. However, the team will have to carefully assess whether Hunter is the right choice, especially given the other talent that could be available at that position. If the Patriots do end up selecting Hunter, it could be a game-changer for the team. His versatility and playmaking ability would bring an added dimension to the offense and defense, making him a valuable asset moving forward. But with other teams likely to have their sights set on Hunter as well, the Patriots will need to make sure that they are in the right position to secure him if he's still on the board. Another player that has been the subject of trade rumors is Micah Parsons, who is widely regarded as one of the top defenders in the league. The idea of the Patriots acquiring Parsons through a trade has generated a lot of buzz, but it's also clear that such a move would come with significant challenges. The Patriots would likely need to give up more than just a first-round pick to land a player of Parsons' caliber. In addition to Parsons, there has been talk of including other players in the trade, such as quarterback Dak Prescott. While the idea of trading for Parsons is intriguing, it remains to be seen whether the Patriots are willing to make the necessary sacrifices to bring him in. The trade market is always unpredictable, and it's unclear what kind of offers the Cowboys would be willing to entertain. But if the Patriots can find a way to bring Parsons to New England, it would be a major upgrade to their defense and could put them in a much stronger position to compete for a championship. While the defense is a major focus for the Patriots, it's also clear that the team needs to continue to improve their offensive weapons, particularly in the receiving core. There's been a lot of talk about the possibility of acquiring a veteran wide receiver like Stephon Diggs, who would bring a wealth of experience and a high level of playmaking ability to the team. Diggs is known for his ability to make big plays, and his chemistry with quarterbacks is undeniable. However, there are also concerns about his age and the potential for injury. Despite these concerns, it's clear that Diggs could still be a valuable addition to the team, especially if the Patriots are looking to make a deep playoff run. His experience and leadership would be invaluable for a young quarterback, and he could help provide the stability and consistency that the offense has been lacking in recent years. The Patriots' pursuit of a wide receiver doesn't stop with Diggs, though. There are also several younger receivers who could potentially be targets in the draft or through free agency. One such player is Jaden Higgins from Iowa State, who has been gaining attention as a potential second-round pick. Higgins is a dynamic player with the potential to make an immediate impact on the Patriots' offense. His speed and ability to stretch the field would complement the team's existing weapons and give the offense the deep threat it needs to become more explosive. If the Patriots are unable to land a top receiver in the first round of the draft, selecting a player like Higgins in the second round could be a smart move to further bolster the receiving core. As the Patriots continue to evaluate their options, it's also worth noting that the team's focus on the offensive line remains crucial. While they've made some improvements in free agency, there's still work to be done in terms of solidifying the left side of the line. The team's success this season will depend in large part on how well they can protect their quarterback and create holes in the running game. With that in mind, the Patriots may look to add another offensive lineman through the draft or free agency to further strengthen this area of their roster. Whether it's securing a left tackle or a guard, the offensive line will remain a key area of focus for the team as they continue to build their roster for the upcoming season. With the 2025 season fast approaching, the Patriots are in a critical position to make the right moves that will set them up for success. The team has already made significant strides in addressing their defensive needs, and now it's time to turn their attention to the offensive side of the ball. Whether through the draft, free agency, or trade, the Patriots will need to continue to improve their weapons, especially for their quarterback. The next few weeks will be critical in determining the direction the team will take, and fans are eagerly awaiting what's next for the Patriots as they continue to shape their roster for the upcoming season. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Rumors have been swirling, and New England Patriots fans are buzzing with excitement. Could Patrick Surtain too? the standout cornerback for the Denver Broncos, be on his way to Foxborough? With an impressive career trajectory, including a Pro Bowl selection and a 2024 NFL Defensive Player of the Year award, the prospect of him joining the Patriots has ignited discussions among both analysts and fans. Surtain, one of the NFL's top defensive talents, has shown remarkable consistency in his performances, leaving many to wonder if he could be the final piece in New England's defensive puzzle. The Patriots, who have been in a rebuilding phase with a focus on defense, might see Surtain as the perfect addition to their roster. His ability to shut down top receivers and his leadership on the field could provide the Patriots' secondary with the kind of stability they need. Surtain's performances in 2024, especially his 2 interceptions and a touchdown in a game against the Raiders, highlight his capability to change the course of a game. With a contract extension under his belt, securing him would not come cheap, but for the Patriots, it could be a strategic move that puts them back into the playoff race. However, the timing of these rumors has added a layer of intrigue. Surtain is not only under contract with the Broncos through 2029, but also received a record-breaking contract extension. This makes the idea of him leaving Denver seem unlikely. Yet, the Patriots' aggressive approach in the past, when acquiring big-name players, hints at the possibility that they could pull off the impossible. If New England is serious about adding Surtain, they will likely need to offer something Denver can't refuse, a package that would justify trading a player of his caliber. What's more captivating is the possibility of a perfect fit between Surtain and the Patriots' defensive schemes. New England's defensive playbook, under Bill Belichick, thrives on versatility and discipline. Surtain's ability to excel in various coverage techniques, along with his knack for making game-changing plays, would align perfectly with Belichick's strategic vision. Patriots fans would undoubtedly relish the thought of Surtain locking down opposing receivers while simultaneously raising the defensive ceiling of the team. As the offseason unfolds, the rumor mill will undoubtedly continue to spin. Could the Patriots pull off a blockbuster trade for one of the league's most coveted cornerbacks? While it may seem like a long shot, the very idea of Patrick Surtain II wearing a Patriots jersey adds a new layer of excitement and anticipation to New England's future. The possibility of this trade could shift the balance of power in the AFC, making it a storyline worth following closely. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.